Sex talks about apps.
Hello everybody, Dalek Sex speaking, at the voice of sex on Twitter if you want me to come over and simulate you. This is Sex Plays SimCity Buildit, the light free-to-play entry in the press a thing and wait a really long time genre. I've heard particularly savage reviews of this, so wanted very much to have a look at it. As you can see, it's astonishingly pretty. Right, what are we doing? Well, obviously it's a SimCity game, so we're making residential zones and we're building amenities like power, water, public parks and so forth. Now, there's a couple of design decisions that have been made that make this different from the regular SimCity. The first is that you can drag and drop zones anywhere as you like them, which kind of takes the core gameplay mechanic of SimCity that you're meant to plan, you're meant to have good city planning in advance, and breaks its back over its knee with a sickening crack. But having said that, this is meant to be a casual reimagining of SimCity, so I think it works. Also, you can see the streetlights here. Power and roads basically come under the same heading now. So as long as a building is connected up by roads, it's going to be connected by power as well. As I've got a couple of coal power stations down here. I think I'll move them closer together for the sake of aesthetics. So that makes things a little bit less fiddly. One thing I do like about it is that the citizens will tell you what they want, and placement of things does make a difference. I cannot stand these town builder games in which placement of your assets doesn't actually make any difference. You'll remember I was particularly down on Roller Coaster Tycoon Mobile for that very reason, and also, it's what makes me unable to play games like Jurassic Park Builder, Tapped Out, Family Guy, and so forth. Now, the resource management is fairly involved. You can see we need 3 nails to upgrade this building. They come from the hardware store, which is down here. You can see I'm making nails there at a rate of 5 minutes per nail. So we plot them on there. Wait a couple of seconds. And there we go. Now we've got a house. What does he want? No, he doesn't want anything. You got to keep popping those think bubbles because certain amenities you can see down here. That's a hardware store. That's not what I'm looking for. Here it is, the city storage. I can have 40 things in storage, but to increase the capacity of that, I need these special items, and the special items are randomly dropped by your Sims. You can see I've got some kind of gas stove thing there. Right, let's have a look at what. Right, we need 2 metal and 1 wood for that. Yep, that'll upgrade. 3 wood, can do that for you, sir. Need more nails for that one, nails for this one, nails for this one. Just need metal and wood for this one, so we'll upgrade that. The better your residentials, the more people move in, the more stuff you can access. You can sell items here. Cargo ship, specialize your city. Over here is a bit. Once you've unlocked this building, you can do your Godzillas and your meteors and your earthquakes and what have you. Oh, it's getting dark now. Remember, we're in EA neighborhood here. Hang on to your wallets, everybody. Now, you see this little. Oh, hang on. There. If you click on these little coins, you can choose to sell your resources at a price. Yes. We'll give those wood away in exchange for some coins. Then we go back to our factories. and we'll tell them to start churning out metal and wood. And that is... all the lights are coming on, isn't that nice? And that is basically what you do. You can add people as friends, and you can go to their towns and buy resources from them with coins as well, which is rather handy. Oh dear. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I got called away there and had to cut the recording a little bit, so I'll be editing this one back together as and when I can. Oh, look at all the lovely stuff I've got while I've been away. Now, the problem that a lot of people have got quite hung up on is that the paywall for this game is apparently fairly savage once you've got to a particular level. That basically is it. The portcullis comes down, and no further shall ye go. Unless you either grind a prohibitive amount or shell out for the real cash. To me, that's not really an issue. I mean, when you get to a level in a freemium game where it becomes prohibitive to play, then, that's God's way of telling you to stop playing it, pretty much. I mean, we all know this is EA. Surely nobody's coming into this without their wise anything but their wise-eyed open to the idea that it exists to paw with its clammy hands at your wallet. So yeah, spending real cash on this, then more twat to you, if you ask me. Personally, I like this. I can see it getting boring very quickly, but it's very pretty. There is actually a game in here. I can see myself, or yourself, sir, you at the back. Don't try to hide. Spending an enjoyable afternoon shifting parks and water features around and crafting. What do we got here? Oh, yes, please. That's a decent amount of money. Oh, and there's Daenerys from Game of Thrones. She's the town hall lady. I've never been a Sims fan. I've missed the development of the series, so the scary made-up language that Sims speak to each other. In my mind, it's Dothraki, and this is Daenerys in the town hall, and all the Sims are sitting at home going, Misa, Misa, and then she chops their knobs off, and they become unsullied, and you go and take them to other places. And wage war on them. Horrible war with fire and dragons. But yeah, I can quite easily see myself killing an afternoon messing about with this, rearranging things and managing resources. And you know what? I think I shall. Toodle pip, everyone.